Good morning friends. I hope everyone is doing well. I request everyone to watch my videos in a sequence for better understanding. In the last video, I have discussed one example for converting an NFA to a DFA. In this video, I will discuss another example for better understanding. Let me see. I have taken a finite automata. First, I need to verify whether it is NFA or not. Q0 on A is going to Q1. Q0 on B, it is not going anywhere. So I can say that it is a NFA. Now, what is the strings it is accepting? It is accepting the strings which are starting with A. If you want to verify, you can verify also. On A, it is accepting. AA, it is accepting. AB, it is accepting. ABA, it will accept. So, if you see all the strings, they all are starting with A. So, I can say that this NFA will accept all the strings which are starting with A. Now, I want to find the equivalent DFA. For constructing the equivalent DFA, first I need to obtain the transition table from this transition diagram. Q0, Q1, A and B. So the transition table will consist of set of states and set of alphabets. So what is the initial state here? Q0 is the initial state and Q1 is the final state. Now if you see that Q0 on A is going to Q1. Q0 on B, it is not going anywhere. Okay? It is not going anywhere. Q1 on A is going to Q1. Q1 on B is going to Q1. So, we have easily obtained the transition table from the transition diagram. Now, I want to find the transition table for the DFA from the given NFA. Now, what is the first step? You have to take the initial state of the NFA and keep it in the DFA also. On A and B. So the initial state of the NFA, you will take it as an initial state in the DFA. On A and B, what will happen? We will see. Q0 on A is going to Q1. Is it clear? From Q0 on A, I am taking to Q1. So I will write this one. So the same transition we will write. Q0 on B, it is going to 5. But in DFA, from a state, on taking an alphabet, can I go anywhere? Means I should go to a 5 state, meaning is that I should not go anywhere. It's very simple. But in DFA, if you see that property from a state, an alphabet, you should go to some state. The transition function says that Q on a sigma, you should go to Q. But it is saying that you should not go anywhere. But then what you have to make it is that such states, you should make it as a state called D and you should consider it as a dead state. The NFA is not going anywhere, whereas in DFA, you should consider it as a dead state. Just for simplicity, I am writing it as a D to recognize it as a dead state. Now, what are the new states are there? There are two new states are there, Q1 and D. So, one by one we will add. First, I have added Q1 and I found the transitions, or let me add all Q1D just to avoid the complexity, or if you are expert, you can add one by one. Now Q1 on A, where it is going? If you see the NFA, Q1 on A is going to Q1. Q1 on B also it is going to Q1. Even in DFA it will go there only. Q1 on A it is going to Q1, on B it is going to Q1. Now if you see that when I will call it as a dead state, from that state on A and B it will go to the same state. So on D, on A and B, it will go to D. So, this is the transitions on A and B from the D state. Now, I want to find the DFA diagram or the transition diagram. How I will do it? I will take all the states Q0, Q1 and I will take a D state. Q0 on A, it is going to Q1. Okay. Q0 on B, it is going to a state called D. Is it clear? I have taken three states Q0, Q1, D. Q0 on A is going to Q1. Q0 on B it is going to D. Q1 on A is going to Q1. Q1 on B it is going to Q1 itself. So Q1 on A and B it will go to Q1 itself. D on A and B it will go to D itself. Now we have completed? No, we have not completed. What is the initial state and what is the final state? We have not defined. What is the initial state? The initial state of NFA will act as a initial state in the DFA also. Now, which one will act as a final state in the DFA? The state which is the final state in the NFA, wherever it is there, that will act as a final state in the DFA. If you see that Q1 is there here only, so Q1 will act as a final state. Okay. So it is a double circle. Double circle is used to represent the final state. So in this one, the final state is Q1. So if you check it, this is an equivalent DFA for it. If I want to verify, you can verify. I will take a string which starts with A, B, B. Let me check it whether it is accepting it or not. Q0 on A is going to Q1. Q1 on B, it is going to Q1. Q1 on B is going to Q1. From the initial state, I am traversing the string A, B, B. You are reaching to a state called Q1, which is a final state. Once you reach a final state, then what you can say? The string is accepted by the finite automata. Now, I will take a string BAA. Now, the BAA string is accepted by the NFA? No, it is not accepted. If you see Q0 on B, there is no move. If there is no move, so I can say that it cannot go anywhere and it is cannot reach to the final state. So I can say that it is not accepted by this NFA. If you have a doubt, see Q0 on B, you are not giving any strength, so it will not go to Q0. It will be in dead configuration state because there is no move, so it will be in dead configuration state. Don't think like that. Q0 on B, it will be there in Q0 itself. On A and A, it will accept. That is not correct way. Q0 on B, you have not defined any move, so it will not do any transition and even it will not be there in the Q0 also. Please remember like that. Or you can think that it will go to a dead configuration state. Now Q0 on B, what is happening here? It is going to a state called D. Now D on A, it is going to a state called D. D on A, you are going to a state called D. Now from the initial state Q0, by traversing the string BAA, you are reaching to a state called D, which is a non-final state. Once you reach a non-final state, what you can say? This string is not accepted by the DFA. So I can say that this is the equivalent DFA for the given NFA. So I hope you have understood the conversion of NFA to DFA with these two examples. If you have any doubts, you please ask it in the comment section. Within 24 hours, I will clear your doubts. Thank you so much.